Welcome to the debate. Imagine driving through a massive KL traffic jam, right around 6 p.m.
Ugh, an absolute nightmare.
Exactly. You're inching forward. The radio is blaring, and suddenly a motorbike just cuts across 3 lanes right in front of you.
Yeah, my blood pressure is spiking just thinking about it.
Right? Well, today we're looking at whether that exact mental chaos is what happens in your brain when you juggle chores and messages, or if it's just, the unavoidable reality of modern households. Our focus today is multitasking at home, the hidden cost of switching.
And we're grounding this discussion in MindfulGym. For those who don't know, it's an evidence-based mindfulness initiative created by consultant psychiatrist Dr. Phang. It's Malaysia's leading mindfulness program, completely customized for our multi-ethnic community, turning mindfulness into a, practical, everyday skill.
And drawing directly on Dr. Phang's framework, I'll be taking the position that strict single tasking is absolutely essential to prevent severe cognitive drain.
Well, and I will argue that demanding absolute single tasking is just an unrealistic luxury. Juggling multiple tasks isn't a failure of focus. It's a practical necessity to keep a modern home running.
I mean, the core of my argument rests on the material's premise that multitasking is fundamentally an illusion. The MindfulGym framework describes it as a thief.
Right, taking your time and energy.
Exactly. It steals time, energy, presence, accuracy, and calmness. Your brain literally cannot process 2 cognitively demanding tasks at the exact same time. You're, say, cooking sambal on the stove while also answering a work WhatsApp message. Your brain is forcefully stopping one process, reloading the context of the other, and restarting. It's like turning a car engine off and on at every single traffic light.
Okay, sure.
Over a day, that constant switching burns immense cognitive fuel and, inevitably causes careless mistakes.
I understand the cognitive theory, but, I approach this from the reality of execution. Running a household requires keeping multiple mental tabs open.
Does it, though?
Yes, you have to supervise kids while folding laundry or, monitor a boiling pot of soup while you sort the bills. If we insist on strict single tasking, we move at half speed and the whole house falls apart.
I completely dispute that it's unworkable, especially when we look at what the text calls red zone tasks.
Ah, the high-stakes stuff.
Yeah, these are high-stakes moments that demand an absolute ban on divided attention. Think about transferring hot, boiling oil from a wok or authorizing a really critical online bank transfer.
Right, obviously you don't want to mess those up.
Exactly. In those moments, trying to optimize your juggling isn't just inefficient, it's physically or financially dangerous. The cost of a context switching error is just way too high to gamble on.
Okay, I'll grant you that hot oil demands focus. But even in those red zones, reality just refuses to cooperate. You might be paying that crucial bill, but suddenly a toddler starts screaming.
Well, strict single tasking falls apart the second reality intervenes. That's why we have to rely on tools from the material, like the mindful PDF approach.
Which is?
Prioritize, delegate, or divide, and focus.
Right, you take a moment to do that just to survive the inevitable interruptions. It acknowledges that chaos will happen,
But using that framework is exactly how you enforce single tasking when reality intrudes. If the toddler cries, you don't try to rock them with one arm while simultaneously clicking transfer on your banking app.
Well, you shouldn't anyway.
You use the method to mentally prioritize. The bill payment stops entirely. You devote full attention to the child, and then you return. Taking those 5 seconds to deliberately sort the tasks prevents the brain from enduring that exhausting reloading penalty. It's not multitasking, it's sequential single tasking.
Even if I concede that point for the high-stakes moments, you have to admit the rest of the day is a blur of low-stakes juggling.
Sure.
The material recognizes this with the nowing technique. When you're caught in routine chaos, you silently label your actions, like now cooking or now checking the phone. You aren't stopping the juggle, you're just narrating it to keep yourself grounded.
See, I disagree with that characterization. Nowing isn't just passive narration, it's an anchor.
How so?
By consciously saying, now washing, you're forcefully tethering your attention to one specific action. It forces the brain to stop splitting its processing power. You might switch tasks rapidly, but in any given millisecond, you are committing to a single focus.
Okay, looking at where this leaves us, my stance remains that a modern household demands we manage multiple streams of activity. While I agree that unmanaged switching is exhausting, these mindfulness tools just make the unavoidable juggle sustainable.
And I maintain that single tasking remains the gold standard to protect our mental bandwidth from that thief of divided attention. But let's wrap this up with our 3 main messages.
Sounds good.
Message 1, multitasking is a thief of time, energy, and accuracy.
Message 2, protect your RED zone tasks with absolute focus. Hot oil is no joke.
Definitely not. And message 3, use the mindful PDF and nowing tools to anchor your mind when things get crazy.
Right. So, here is a practical call to action for our listeners. We challenge you to a small, single-task experiment today.
Oh, I love this one.
Choose just one routine chore, like washing the dishes, and do only that. Silently say to yourself, now washing. Strip away all the podcasts, well, except this one, and just focus on the water and the plates.
And while you do, here's a point for reflection. Ask yourself, are you truly saving time by doing 2 things at once? Or are you just dividing your presence?
It's a great question, and we'll leave it to you to weigh the true costs of switching. Thanks for joining us on The Debate.